Good morning. We're back at the planter. Getting ready to run down and do some more beans. Check the oil here. The last field went in really good, but we've got some rain coming. That looks good to me. Got some rain coming tomorrow, so we're going to try to get, I'll be pretty close to 200 acres done today. Listen to this big old kitty cat come to life. This is a bit of a trick with one hand. There we go, ready to go for the day. So, after we finished that last field, I had a hydraulic leak right under there in that valve body. So I fixed it, I hope, and so we'll see. That has a really bad habit of having leaks, and I made it through most of the year, so I think that's doing pretty good. Oops, come on, look at me. We'll hope that thing's good. It's kind of chilly this morning. There. It's kind of chilly out this morning. Getting everything turned on. Make sure all is happy. So anyway, I'm going to continue through my pre-trip service and make sure everything's good to go, and we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, well, my fix on my hydraulic leak used up all of the brake cleaner that I had in the machine for cleaning up oil and stuff like that, so I'm going to see if I just might have some in my shed. I know I have some down at my other shop, but I'm not there, and I won't be there for a while. Well, it doesn't look like it. That's kind of the way it goes sometimes. See if I have some in my pickup here. A little bit, not much. I kind of don't want to take it out of here. You leave stuff like that in your pickup so you can actually work on things. But oh well, I'll be going by the shop later today, and let's just run back and check on that hydraulic leak quick. Someday I'm going to get a stabilizer for this phone. It's a lot easier, I would assume. Okay, let's see. I don't see any new oil. That's a good thing. Yeah, I think we got her fixed. Well, all right. That'll work. So we'll get in the tractor. I've got to go pick up some seed from our warehouse, and we'll get headed to the field. Well, we're just wrapping up this first field for the day. I didn't do a whole lot of recording on it because it's really short rows, and it's kind of a trick to hold a camera and turn corners at the same time. So we're gonna get this field wrapped up. I'm actually on the last pass right now, and we'll be headed down to a 180 acre field, quite a ways away, but we need to get it done. We've got rain coming in tomorrow, and this is heavy river bottom ground. So once it's wet, it tends to stay wet. So we're gonna try to get it in yet today and move on, get into some better ground tomorrow. So anyway, finish this field, get some fuel and some seed, and hit the road. All right, well, we're making progress on this field. You know, it's going fairly smoothly, fairly quickly. So I'm not complaining at all. 53 acres into 180 acres, and we've gotten there in about an hour and a half, which is right on time. So we should be able to, barring anything going wrong, which I really hope not, finish this field today. No problem. Yeah, finish this field, get the machine moved back to the shed. Let's hope it rains tomorrow. This field's a little bit on the dry side, but you know, it'll be all right. I got my field cultivator operator sitting way back there in the distance, right about there. He's been down here cultivating this field all morning, all day. I guess technically it's 2:30 now, but the pivot hasn't been moving. It's been immobile due to a flat tire. So you can see the pivot right there, right there. So we had to get a guy to bring an air compressor and air that tire up. And so it's moving now, but he's having to sit and wait for it. It's not a very fast pivot. But he'll get her done. He's got enough on the other side of him done that when I get caught up, I can just jump to the other side. Thanks to the magic of GPS, just continue on about my merry way and tie it all together when I get to the middle. But yeah, so just a little update on where we're at on this field, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. So, having monitor problems. It's really kind of a bummer. The system works great right up until it decides that it doesn't want to talk to the tractor anymore. And then it gets a bit frustrating because you gotta shut everything down and put it all back up again and just sit and wait for it. I mean, it's not the end of the world right now because I've got to wait for my field cultivator operator, who is sitting right there waiting for the pivot to get out of the way, because the pivot isn't really agreeing with everything today either. So I don't know what the story is. It's just kind of one of those days, I think. But yeah, we'll get it done eventually. At some point. Might have to actually reboot the iPad here. We'll shut it off and see what it does. You know, technology. You know, back in the day, when everything was mechanical and manual, and you didn't rely on all the computers and everything to do your job for you. You just kind of kept going. You didn't have data systems to stop you or anything like that. Like right now, I'm pretty sure the pivot stopped. acres in this field. He should have been done with this hours ago, but he spent the last few hours just sitting waiting for that. So now I'm sitting. I don't know if the thing just lost service or what the deal was. There's so much going on, but I've got, let's see, I've got 107 acres done in this field. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I mean, making progress. It's probably one of the better seed beds we've had in this field for a number of years. There's, you know, just in case anybody's wondering, it's a planter. Well, we're getting back to life here. So let's see. Let's see if it wants to actually talk. No, loading. Please wait. Well, it is what it is. Could be worse. We've had worse days. I mean, it's doing pretty good. So, this year with the rains and the timing we've had on everything, it's been pretty laid back and pretty easy. So, I might, I'm getting caught up to that field cultivator, like I said. I might just get up to the end of the field here once this decides to start working, and just eat a sandwich and watch the clouds float by for a little bit, and walk around the machine, do some maintenance, oil some chains, kick some tires, that type of thing. But yeah, well, we'll tune you guys back in here in a little bit once things start moving again. We're back. We finally got things working again. Ended up actually having to reboot the GPS on the tractor, and not just the line pad monitor. I don't know what the deal was, but it just decided it wasn't going to work. So, tech service solution of shut it off and turn it back on again. Fortunately, it worked this time, and we're back on the move. And like I said, I've got a little over 100 acres done in this field. We've got 68-ish to go. And when we get that all done, that'll put me a little over 200 acres for the day. So that's not too bad. Alright, well, I'm going to keep moving on this and get as far as I can until I have no more ground to cover. And I really hope my field cultivator starts moving soon, so. Stopped again, waiting for this pivot. I don't know what the deal is with it, but it really does not want to move today. Which is kind of a bummer, because I need it to go one direction for the field cultivator to get done, and then I'll plant up to it, and then I need it to go back the other direction to finish planting on the other side of it and underneath it. So it's 5:15 in the evening. I'm afraid by the time I get this done, I'm going to be planting in the dark and driving this thing home in the dark. But it's kind of how it goes. Sometimes things just don't go perfect. So, but we got most of the field cultivated, and we'll get her done. I'm not afraid to drive it back in the dark. We got some pretty good lights on this machine, so need to log it backwards. So what's happening is something is causing one of the towers to not keep up with the rest of them, and it's walking itself out of line, which makes the pivot stop. So yeah, lots of fun. I finally have my pivot out of the way so the field cultivator can finish doing his job. Wow, that pivot was not wanting to wake up from the winter. So So we'll just hope that it decides to go back the other direction nice when I get to planting over there. But holy moly. So anyway, this opens up a lot more room for me to get more of the field done. I've got 60-ish acres left to go. And then I get to go home. It's entirely possible that I'll be going home in the dark. Which, you know, it's not the end of the world, but try not to roam this far in the dark with a neighborhood this big. It's out of principle. It's a safety thing. But, oh well, what do you do? So, I'll get back in touch with you at the end of this field. Well, surprise, surprise. I have had to wait for the pivot to move again. There was some speculation that it might work better the other direction, and that proved to not be the case. So I've pretty much sat here for the better part of an hour waiting for it to move so I can make the last half a pass of the field. But I am now making that last half of the pass of the field. And it feels pretty good. I'm ready to be done and gone from this field. And I might just get out of here before it's completely dark. So that'll be nice. Should not have taken this long, but it's done, or it's almost done. It's not done yet. I'm not sure I'm gonna clear this tire. Nope, not yet. Well, so now I get to sit here and wait for that to move. Well, whatever. Patience is a virtue, right? So, anyway. We get done with this field and get the tractor taken back to the shed, and we'll be ready for the next round of beans. And if we get rain tonight and tomorrow, so much the better. If we don't, oh well. I think this is our last big field of beans. I think the rest of them are sub 100. I can't think of any bigger ones. So that'll be nice. Be able to hammer through a lot of them pretty quick that way. I'm fairly confident that pivot stopped. If it hasn't, it's gonna. So we're gonna go down and see what the story is. Yeah, it's in the process of walking itself out of line again. So I'm gonna have to stop it. Frustratingly enough, reverse it to get it back in line. So you can kind of see how these towers go straight out, and then you get out a ways, it kind of curves that way. See if I can, whoops, there you go. See how it kind of curves off that way? There's a tower in the middle about there that isn't wanting to play ball. So we have to basically rock the pivot back and forth till it actually gets to where I need it to go. I literally only need it to move the length of that tire. That's it. That's all I need. But yeah, whatever. Just one of those days, really. And, ooh, how is that for a picture? That's the kind of thing that makes this night worthwhile, or just being out in this job, and you get to see beautiful sunsets, background to really cool equipment. and just all kinds of stuff. And you know, like right now, you take a sniff of the air, you can smell the humidity of the rain building up to the west, and it's just kind of feels good. It's nice to be outside and enjoying what a lot of people don't get to enjoy. So let's see if this thing will go forward now. There it goes. You can see it moving a little bit. Let's just hope it keeps going. But all these clouds, all that, it wasn't there an hour ago. So we just might be building up to a rain shower yet tonight. We got a 40% chance, but the last couple storms have been a lower percentage like that. And we've gotten hit pretty hard on the last couple ones, so who knows. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this field up, the video for this field up. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you feel like it, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. We'll see you later.